Welcome back to a new video, guys. Today we're not talking about Jeeps, we're not talking about trucks, we're talking about Corvettes. This is my new to me 2015 Z51 C7 Corvette, 7-speed manual, 6.2 naturally aspirated, and it's a new addition to the fleet. So let's go ahead and take it for a spin. Alright, so driving my 2015 C7 Z51 7-speed manual. We're in touring mode right now. This road's a little rough, but one thing that's really cool about the Z51 is that you get this magnetic ride control. So it's a suspension that will change based on what track mode you're in or what mode you're in. So if I go over and put it into track, right there, the screen will change, which is all customizable. You can have it set on whatever screen you want, but it stiffens up the suspension a lot. Also stiffens up the steering, makes it nice and tight, very responsive, and it'll beat you to death on these roads. So it's nice to have the option for touring mode, or to go ahead and put it in track if it's a nice road and you want to, carve some turns. But yeah, this road is very, very bumpy. We'll switch it up here shortly, but this thing's got quite some power, so we can go ahead and downshift and hit it. She goes. We've got 305s in the back, which are bigger than normal for the Z51. I believe the Z06 runs a 325, so we're not too far off, considering we're not a wide body like the Grand Sport Z06 and ZR1. This is a 2LT package, so we get heated and cooled seats, some other tech, heads-up display, I believe, the PDR performance timing type system that it has. Z51, you also get working fender vents that actually vent the brakes. Those are just fake in the base model. You get bigger wheels in the back. We got 20s in the back, staggered 19s up front. These tires are kind of older Nittos that came on it. I did put some brand new Pilot Sport All Season on the front, and I'm going to be switching out the back once I'm kind of done with these and as it gets cooler. But yeah, with traction on, it still cuts out spinning them like crazy, and these tires are very warm right now. Traction off, it's like see you later with these tires, so we'll have to get some different ones on here to really feel the absolute low end power that it can do, because it is just so torquey and smooth. And if you ease into it and then punch it, you are going to be sending it. So really have been enjoying this car. I never really was a Corvette guy. I always thought they were kind of lame and for old people, but after watching some YouTube channels like Street Speed 717, we've got Cletus McFarland with his Stingray with a drop-in 427, making 1,000 horsepower on a non-wide body. Those guys kind of over the years just accidentally persuaded me into always wanting a Corvette now these last couple of years. I've never been in one, never driven one, and I really wanted a manual, that's for sure. I've got the 67 Ford, it's a manual. I used to have a Cummins, it was a manual. I'm big into having a manual, especially for fun. But as it gets cooler into fall and winter, I will be driving the Jeep and truck more just because I enjoy it. So we'll be keeping a little bit of miles off this thing, which will be good because we've already put 10,000 miles on it in 6 months, which I'm not sure. I am sure a lot of other C7 owners do not put that kind of mile. Look at that view. What a great road. So I bought it to drive it. I didn't want to buy one that was a garage queen, 10,000 miles on it, that I was going to feel really bad about putting miles on. I wanted to be able to drive it to my shoots, Little Rock, and to all my real estate shoots, and just enjoy enjoy it every single day, every day that I want to. I also didn't want a beater that had 100,000 miles on it. I wanted something reliable, and I think really you can't beat the C7's bang for the buck. I mean, it is the best value sports car that you can get, in my opinion. You can throw it in 7th gear on the highway, running 80, and you get 27 miles per gallon about. You're running 1,500 RPMs at 80, which is just crazy. It's really cool that they have that 7th gear, so that you can cruise that low of RPM, which I do that about every other weekend for my weddings. I'm in a 3-hour drive one way. So you also get a lot of tech, which I like. I've been driving the WJ as a daily full time for either 2 or 3 years, and it's great. I enjoy it. I like anything unique, so even driving that old beater is fun for me. But it is nice to have some luxury. Like, I've got my cooled seats on right now, and it feels nice. It's just nice having features. You walk away from the car, it auto locks. You walk up to it, it unlocks. Stuff that I'm not used to that is so simple in today's time. But I think it's really such a timeless looking car, and it's gonna be a good one to keep forever, which is my whole goal. Is with getting a C7, I wanted to get one that I would be able to build, do some custom stuff in the early stages, and then eventually like really custom to where drop into 427, kind of like Cletus's build, do some drag racing, have it for my just fun, awesome car. And yeah, Arkansas, man, you can't beat the views around here. And so this is it. I got my manual C7, which I had to fly to Dallas. There's not very many C7 manuals, especially Z51, Z06. Z06, you're going to be a lot more expensive for another 200 horsepower, which would be crazy because I can only imagine what that's like. This is plenty of power. But whenever I do get that itch for power, you can throw on a supercharger here for safe and reliable power and actually make more than a Z06. So put a supercharger on this thing, get some tuning, you've got a reliable 650 horse. The only problem you have then is just put into the ground. So I think definitely new tires will help out with how it is now, and then might even do a wide body kit in the future. Although I almost like the look of the narrow body cleaner. Wide bodies are sweet. Z06 looks sweet, but I don't know. After looking at a bunch of pictures and seeing mine, like, I'd like to get some new wheels. I like the ZR1 wheels a lot. It'd be cool to do. They've got some replicas that will fit on the Z51. We do have tint, and we're about to run out of fuel. Nice. I've got windshield tint, 35, sides are 5. That makes it, the whole look for me, and I don't know how people drive without windshield tint because it's still bright in here, and I've got really dark tint. So that was definitely something that I wanted to do right away. I also did the grill, so I have the Z06 grill on the front. When you get these things, they have a brace face looking grill. It's a nice big chrome bar on it. I said I couldn't do that, so we had the grill come, the day I picked it up. Switched that out. I did put some taillight covers on, just like slightly tinted. We have the tinted plate cover. I would like to change the yellow on the calipers to blue and kind of do some blue accents. I want to do a carbon fiber wheel in here, Alcantara. But really, we'll get another daily as well, like probably next year, the year after, as our family grows. But I would like to do more exhaust stuff. This is just the stock exhaust, which sounds amazing. It has valves, Z51 to quiet mode if you want. We're gonna switch over to track if it's gonna let me with the low fuel that we have. Hopefully we don't run out. We're almost back to town, kinda. We're gonna pull out real quick, roll into it. It's just fighting traction control the whole time, and these tires are very, very warm. But now we're on a smooth road, and you can really do some really good cornering. those new front Michelins, they really help out a lot compared to what I had on here from when I bought it. Just gotta get the back set up, so we'll get those in like the next month or something, but just kind of running them out. Do a couple burnouts, you know, have some fun with it. But yeah, hopefully, you know, I can keep it 15,000 miles a year with 10,000 miles in 6 months. You know, we're looking more at 20,000, but with it coming up on winter, fall, winter, spring, I think we're going to be able to keep it about 15,000 miles a year, which is a full-time daily. But I've really enjoyed this car so far. I look forward to doing some mods to it. All right, so we took it out, and I'm telling you, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It is more of a daily now, so the WJ can be beat on. We can go rock crawling, take it to the off-road park, whatever we need to do. I've got a backup. Let me know if you want to see more of this on the channel, or if you're not really interested, I can start a new channel or whatever I need to do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.